more than meets the eye. The illusion of Elvis's rebel image, Elvis Presley, the king of rock and roll, a symbol of rebellion and youthful defiance. But what if I told you that image was carefully crafted by the Memphis Mafia? These men shaped his public persona. They ensured the world saw the Elvis they wanted, the Elvis that sold records, the Elvis that filled stadiums. But at what cost? The inner circle guardians and enablers. The Memphis Mafia was a tight-knit group of men who were deeply devoted to Elvis. They were more than just friends, they were his family, his protectors, his partners in crime. Many of them met Elvis during his teenage years in Memphis. They bonded over their shared love of music, cars, and good times. As Elvis's fame skyrocketed, the Memphis Mafia became his constant companions. They traveled with him, lived with him, and shielded him from the pressures of superstardom. They were his link to normalcy in a world that had become anything but normal. But their loyalty came at a price. A shield and a cage. The Controversies of Loyalty. The Memphis Mafia's fierce loyalty to Elvis was both their greatest strength and their most significant weakness. They were fiercely protective of him, sometimes to the point of isolating him from the outside world. Their desire to keep him happy and shielded from harm sometimes meant enabling his self-destructive tendencies. Their influence over Elvis was immense, and some have accused them of controlling his life and career. There were whispers of financial mismanagement and exploitation. The line between loyalty and enabling became blurred. The consequences would be devastating. Tales from the heart of Elvis's entourage. Life with Elvis and the Memphis Mafia was a whirlwind of parties, pranks, and late-night gospel sing-alongs. They were a brotherhood forged in the fires of Elvis's meteoric rise to fame. Red West, Elvis's friend since high school, was a constant presence. Joe Esposito, Elvis's road manager, witnessed both highs and lows. Sonny West, Elvis's cousin and bodyguard, was fiercely loyal. These men lived and breathed Elvis's world, sharing his triumphs and tragedies. Section 5, A Crisis of Trust, the Las Vegas Rift. The year was 1976. Elvis's star had begun to dim. His health was declining. The bond with the Memphis Mafia began to fray. It culminated in a confrontation. They presented him with a letter. Elvis was furious. He fired them all. The Las Vegas Rift shattered the illusion of unity. Section 6, The Legacy of Loyalty, A Complicated Truth. The Memphis Mafia's influence on Elvis's life and legacy remains a subject of intense debate. Were they loyal friends trying to protect him, or did their actions contribute to his demise? The truth, as with most things, is complicated. They were a source of great comfort and support for Elvis. However, their loyalty sometimes blinded them to his realities. They struggled to reconcile the friend they loved with the icon he had become. The Memphis Mafia's story is a cautionary tale about fame, friendship, and loyalty.